Top of the morning, people. Double the Innocence with your boy E-Dub here, live and direct. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American counterparts. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday to the fullest. I don't see how you guys can't. I mean, hey, good food. You got sports of all kinds on for the entire weekend. And you get to spend a lot of time with family and loved ones. That being said, man, I can't see how you guys could not enjoy a Thanksgiving weekend. I mean, hell, I live here in Montreal, Canada, where I'm enjoying your Thanksgiving. You know, because we have access to Black Friday and stuff like that. So, hey, it is what it is. Happy Thanksgiving, people. The NFL. Understand something. I haven't been up here for a little while. I haven't been up here talking any NFL football because, unfortunately, it's another one of those seasons where my Raiders are taking a solid beating. I'm just kind of hoping that this will be the last season that we got to be annihilated this bad. Because of the mere fact of the matter that it's safe to say we're going to finish at the bottom of our division. At least we're going to get an opportunity to get a good pick. At least we're going to get an opportunity to get a good quarterback. I've heard a lot of talk about Deion Sanders' son. I'd take him. I'd definitely take him in Raider Nation. And it might be a package deal. We might have to get his dad with him. Ha ha! Wouldn't that be something? Personally speaking, though, I do believe that Raider Nation is built for, I believe his name is what? Shamar Sanders? I truly believe that the league is built for him. But if by chance, it doesn't even make any sense saying it, because at the end of the day, we need a quarterback. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We definitely need a quarterback. So I personally wouldn't have minded getting the running back from Boise State. I believe his name is Gentries or something like that. He's an individual I wouldn't mind seeing in silver and black. Honestly speaking. Allegedly, apparently, I didn't get a chance to see the game yesterday. I taped it, watched a little bit of it, and fell asleep. But the Raiders lost another tough one yesterday. And they play Kansas City pretty good, in my humble opinion. Since last season, I believe that, especially where the defense is concerned, they're one of the better defensive teams that play Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes very, very well. I'm not exactly sure. I heard that it was, a bit of an interesting ending to that game. I don't know exactly what took place. One of my cousins had called me, but I didn't want him to let me know anything about that game because I told him I had it taped and I was going home to watch it. So I didn't want to know what the result of that game was. So allegedly, apparently, there's a pretty interesting end to that game. So I want to see exactly what took place. And because of that, I'm not going to be up here giving any kind of commentary on that game until I see exactly what took place. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. In terms of the Toronto Raptors, people, I need you guys to understand something. That team is a hell of a lot better than their record shows. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are going to look at their record. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the record is 4 and whatever it may be, double-digit losses or whatever. You guys have to understand one thing. They're a young team with a brand new coach where right now he's trying to make his own identity right now because now he finally has a team that's, when he took over last season, he was basically taking over a team from Nick Nurse. So it was still a Nick Nurse team that he was coaching. They slowly start to disperse parts of that team. Pascal Siakam to Indiana. You had OG that went over to New York. This team that he has right now, you could actually say is his team. And I was kind of curious to see exactly what that team was going to look like. Because, you know, now you could actually judge him as a coach. Couldn't judge him before because, like I said, it wasn't his team. I hate to be the one to tell you guys, I think he's doing a phenomenal job. Honestly speaking, he's doing an amazing job with the Toronto Raptors. And the reason why I say that is, if you take a look at that squad, they're in every single game that they play. They're not getting run out of the building at any point in time. And a lot of those games that they were in was without Scotty Barnes because he got hurt. So all I'm asking people to do before you guys come to any kind of opinion about the Toronto Raptors, saying that they're garbage, or this, that, or whatever the case may be, I just want each and every one of you individuals to take an opportunity and watch one of their games. And watch exactly how competitive they are in those games, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They're impressing me. Darko, you're doing an amazing job with those Raptors. Keep it going. I'm not saying you guys are going to win any championship anytime soon. You guys may never win another championship. The only thing that we could ask for on this side of the border in North America is that you guys are competitive. And you guys, you know, don't shit the bed. Plain and simple. So with that being said, the mere fact of the matter that this team is as young as they are, the mere fact of the matter that he's given the opportunity to put his stamp on this particular team, let me tell you something, man. Every single team in the NBA knows that when they go to Toronto, it's not a cakewalk. They played the Lakers without Scotty Barnes and almost came right back on the Lakers. They've been in every single game this season. They have not gotten blown out yet. They're losing games in overtime. They're losing games by 2, 3 points. Now, at the beginning of the season, did anybody expect this from them? Did anybody expect them to be as competitive as they are? You guys got to give that team and that coach the credit that they rightfully deserve, is all I'm trying to say. Yes, sir. And you know, I'm one of those individuals that will always come up here and represent for my Toronto Raptors because, yeah, I'm biased that way. That's my favorite team. It's the only team we have represented North America, so you know I got to love them. Regardless of anything, I got to love that squad. Scotty Barnes is an up-and-coming star. He really is. You know, and don't forget, we still have guys on the bench that haven't played. You have Kelly Olynyk. Okay, people might have opinions about him, but he's a solid veteran in this league. He's played for a lot of different teams. He kind of knows how to play the game. He may not be no kind of flashy individual, but he knows how to play the game. You have IQ, the point guard, the one that we got that came with Barrett. He's still injured. So they're doing all of this with a whole bunch of missing pieces. I'm telling you, man. I really like what I see. I really like what I see happening out there in Toronto, and I want them to keep it going. And I'm an individual. I cannot wait till we get our WNBA team out there in Toronto, because once that team is there, I'm going to be at a lot of those games. One of the main reasons I'm going to be at a lot of those games is because, first of all, I kind of want an opportunity to see some of my favorite players in the WNBA play live. Asia Wilson, I would love to see her play live. Caitlin Clark, I would love to see her play live. And there's one up-and-comer that's coming out of college named Juju Watkins, I believe her name is. That's my star right there. Kayla McBride. I would have to say right now to date, she is one of my favorite players in the WNBA. I would love to see her play live. I'd love to see that whole Minnesota Lynx team play, for the simple fact of the matter that I love that team. Honestly speaking, that right now is my favorite team in the league. It was Vegas for a period of time with Asia, but I just like what I see out there in Minnesota. I just like the way that they stick together, the way that team comes together. They complement each other wonderfully. So I'm looking forward to another WNBA season. I can't wait for that to start. The good thing about it is that we got the college ball starting now. So for any of you individuals that are interested in competitive quality ball from beginning to end, watch the NCAA, both the men's and the women's division. I suggest you watch that if you like competitive basketball. Yeah. But Juju Watkins, I believe that young lady is the real, and I'm going to say it again, the real deal. Okay? All that noise that Caitlin Clark made this year going into the league, that's the true star coming up, as far as I'm concerned. Caitlin Clark, I ain't taking nothing away from her. I love her game. No word of a lie. I think she's an amazing player. Hey, Mary Helen, how are you? I absolutely think Caitlin Clark is an amazing player, but this girl Juju is the real complete deal. No word of a lie. I mean, no, like if you watch her play, she has everything. She has her shot. She can beat you off the dribble. Watch that young lady play and tell me what you guys think. Caitlin Clark's gonna have to share that superstar stardom when that girl comes into the league. Plain and simple. We have the in-tournament cup going on in the in the NBA, which I have to say this year it is a little bit better than it was. Last year I couldn't fully understand. I couldn't understand it. This year it's making a little bit more sense. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's something being done with the points, and that part's still a little bit confusing to me. You know, like, it depends on how many points you scored, and there's still a lot of stuff I got to figure out and to fully understand that whole in-tournament thing. But in terms of the competition on the court, I have to say it's not bad. Not bad at all. You got your Lakers that took a beating last night, buddies. I did say that I will be one of the individuals in 2025 that I'm going to try and take a step back from taking shots at the Lakers and the Laker Nation. But honestly speaking, you guys make it way too easy, man. You guys make it way too easy. I mean, I have no choice. There's nothing more I could possibly do. I mean, hey. Now, I'm going to give props where props is due. LeBron James is playing better than I thought he would have played. The mere fact of the matter that he's actually buying into a system and he's actually trying to implement the system that the coach is putting forth, you could kind of see it. And the reason why you could kind of see it is because he has a hell of a lot more triple doubles than I can remember him ever having. Triple doubles. That was never one of his strong points. Yeah, he was great with giving assists and stuff like that, but triple doubles, that was never one of his strong suits. So for LeBron James to be having consecutive games with triple doubles, that means he is actually buying into some kind of system. I continue to ask the one question though: why is it so easy for LeBron James to buy into the system this season, where a lot of the stuff that's being done was exactly what Darvin Ham was trying to implement last season? And I don't want to hear people tell me about Darvin Ham is garbage and all that kind of stuff. Look at the job he's doing out there in Milwaukee right now with Doc Rivers. Milwaukee's playing some hell of defense out there. And I'm sure if you guys do your research, you'll see who's in charge of the defense out there in Milwaukee. Doc Rivers is the head coach for the entire thing. Darvin Ham is the man that's running the defensive schemes out there in Milwaukee. Now, they had a rough start. They started off pretty rough. But look at what they've been doing. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they've won the last 6 out of 7 games that they played. We cannot take anything away from them whatsoever. So for all you individuals out there, all you people from Laker Nation, No, sorry, I take that back. Not Laker Nation. All of you LeBron Knights that have been doing nothing but blowing smoke and throwing all kind of shade on Derwin Ham. I want you guys to take a look and see exactly how the tides are turned. JJ Redick allegedly, apparently, had a hell of a lot of negative things to say about Doc Rivers and his coaching style and all that type of stuff. But Doc Rivers does have some championships under his belt, number one. And look at the job he's done in, let's say, the last 10 games out there in Milwaukee. Period. There's no doubt in my mind that by the end of the season, Milwaukee's going to have a better record than the Lakers. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So we just going to have to stay tuned. We'll have to stay tuned and see exactly what's going to take place. You know, hey, the one thing that we could honestly say, when Derwin Ham was a head coach, they didn't lose any games in the in-tournament play. They were undefeated in that. If I'm not mistaken, they now have lost 2 this year. So I mean, you know what I mean? Like, as easy as it is for people to take shots at Derwin Ham as a head coach or whatever the case may be, find that same easiness to give some compliments or give some credit where credit is rightfully deserved, is all I'm trying to say. People want to make it seem like he was the worst coach that the Lakers have ever had. That's garbage, complete nonsense. He just had the unfortunate. It was just unfortunate that he had to be the coach of a prima donna. That's all there was to it. That wanted things done his way, and if it wasn't done his way, he was going to show you up. Let's see how they look by the end of the season, my friends. Once again, I can't take anything away from them because they're doing a lot better than I expected them to do. But I'm going to say it here and I'm going to say it now. The Milwaukee Bucks are going to finish with a better record than your Los Angeles Lakers. By the end of the season, the Milwaukee Bucks are going to finish with a better record than the Los Angeles Lakers. And that being said, people, I want you guys to have yourself a blessed Saturday. Have yourself a blessed weekend. My counterparts in the United States of America, happy Thanksgiving once again. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Time well spent with family. And eat some good food, man. Double the Innocence with your boy E-Dub is out.